Hey guys, how's it going? I'm working on a very brand new solution right now. I've pretty much been booking demo calls, or I guess you could call them like discovery interview calls with a lot of founders. The reason I started doing this, I've noticed if you're running like an agency or a growth firm, and this applies to pretty much any business at all, you tend to go through like dry spells with leads, right? So maybe some weeks you're not getting the amount of leads that you wish you were getting, and that's totally fine. That happened like a few months ago for my company, and it happens, all the time with companies that we generate leads for, we generate some of the marketing content for. And, what happens is you're basically going through this period where you can't necessarily scale efficiently, not because you don't have the money or because you don't have the marketing or your product is bad or your service is bad. It's more just you don't have the insights and you're not, your ear isn't next to the customer, right? So if you go through a period where you're having less leads, the market changes all the time. Whether you're selling e-learning or whether you're selling software or you're selling services to enterprise companies, it's all about keeping your ear kind of next to what the customers want and listening to them. So the less sales calls you're booking, the less demo calls you're booking, it gets harder to do that. So a good way to flip it around, which is what I've been doing, is rather than trying to sell the crap out of your service or your product, you actually just flip the script and you learn about your prospective customer. So I call these like interview calls or discovery calls. Now, if you run a more B2B business, this is going to be more up your alley. But even if you run kind of a B2C company, you can still replicate the same type of thing here. You're basically going to your prospective market and you're offering to kind of do some sort of like interview call with them or a discovery phase where you're basically just learning about their situation, their pain points, their desires, all that good stuff. It's just what a good sales call is, but you're kind of framing it differently so that you're not pitching anything at the end of it, right? And then based on your insights, you can just feed back exactly what the customer wants once you know. So you might have a 30, 45-minute call with that person. Your demo rate is going to shoot way up, or your discovery booking rate is going to shoot way up because people are interested in talking about themselves rather than being pitched to. And then from that, the sales cycle for yourself is going to be longer because you're going to have to kind of nurture those people into setting up a proper demo call afterwards. But the nice part is you're going to know exactly what they want, you're going to know exactly what their pain points are, and you're actually going to create some trust and authenticity with them because you get to like learn about what they do as a living or for a job or for their company. From there, you can kind of parlay it into a demo call or maybe form some sort of partnership or open them up to the idea of actually sending over a proposal for your product or your service, whatever. So that's what we've been doing. And as soon as I started doing it, I have like 7 discovery calls booked for next Tuesday, just on one day, right? And it's crazy because it's not like I own this massive company. It's more that I knew what to say, how to get people on the phone, and now the challenge is going to be turning those people into long-term customers, long-term partners, long-term clients, right? And that's the hard part, as is with any business, but at least I know what their pain points are and what they're interested in, right? I've learned so much over the course of like 2 weeks of just doing this. We've booked like 35 calls, right? And it's great. The numbers are way higher. It's more interesting to talk to these people. The quality of person that you're getting on the phone is way higher too because they like that you care about what they have to say. Yeah, so go try that out if you own a B2B business or just any business that like sells something where you're booking a demo call or where you need to like speak directly to the customer, even if it's, not super high ticket, that's totally fine. Just get on the phone with them, offer to do some sort of interview, say that you're like compiling research and stuff because that's what you're doing. And then you'll get to talk to them and learn more about it. This is what the big companies do, the McKinseys and stuff like that. They're just doing research all the time, and then they're just spinning off products and services based on that research. So this is kind of something new that I discovered. with a buddy of mine. His name's Alex. He's also a growth consultant, and it's been super useful, and I hope that you try it for yourself and see how it works.